Before we're officially going to start, my name is Nancy Burling from Hayward, Wisconsin. Want to just let everybody know that's tuning into this training here a very big special welcome, especially if you're brand new. Want to say congratulations because you're definitely with the right company at the right place at the right time. What we need you to do, if you haven't done so already, is log into your TalkFusion back office and go download your Diamond Rush guide. Very, very important because we're going to be going through this guide, and there's some very pertinent information here that that we're going to be going through, and it's always good to kind of have that visual aid. So go ahead and take a minute here and do that right now, please. And as I mentioned here, we'll begin here in about not even quite 1 minute, about 45 seconds officially. And just want to say a very special welcome. I see people calling in from all over the world. Hello, Michael from Greece. I see Nico from Rotterdam. Welcome, welcome. Mercedes from Curacao. And we've got another Amsterdam. I saw several people from the other parts of the United States. So welcome. We're excited you're here. Grand Cayman, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Canada, welcome, welcome. So we'll go ahead here, guys, and officially start here. Going to leave the chat open here for about 2 more, well, maybe 5 more seconds. It's always fun to see who's chiming in here. Hello, Florida, Washington State, Illinois. Welcome, welcome. And again, if you are brand new, congratulations. You're definitely with the right company at the right time. And we're going to dive into some very good training to help you get your business off to a fast start. And so we're going to go ahead here and close out the chat here. Hello, Rob. Hello, Anthony. Welcome, welcome. So, guys, what we'll do here, we'll go ahead here and officially turn the chat off. I will open it. Hello, Mercedes. Welcome. I will turn it back on, guys, at the end of the presentation here. So, again, welcome, welcome. If you're just chiming in right now, we've asked everybody, if you haven't already, go get a copy of your Diamond Rush guide in your TalkFusion back office. It's free to print off. And this is the roadmap to success in TalkFusion. This is a training to help you go diamond in 200 days on a part-time basis. You can go faster, you can go slower. The results vary according to the effort you put forth because, hey, that's what it's all about. We're here to help you and support you every step of the way. So we're going to dive right in. I just encourage you to sit back, relax, and as we go through this information here because it's quite exciting. And as I mentioned here, we're going to, well, I should tell you real quickly my background for those of you that don't know. I'm a triple diamond with TalkFusion, my husband Andrew and I. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got 4 children and grandchild and another one on the way here coming today, actually. Exciting news. And have been full-time in this industry here for over 20 years. And we joined TalkFusion here last summer after attending the Vision Conference. We were just flabbergasted with the company, the timing, what we saw and experienced. I've known Bob Reyna since the mid-90s. And what's exciting is our CEO, Bob Reyna, gets it. And so what he's done is he's devised this guide, which, guys, is years and years of knowledge. And it's proven, it works. And we're going to dive right in here and talk about this and how to go from 0 to diamond in less than 200 days. And again, results can vary. So diamond equals in this company 2,500 a week. That's 100 cycles on your left, 100 cycles on your right, or 100 sales left, 100 sales right. For an income potential, guys, of 10,000 a month, over 100,000 a year income potential. This to us and for most people represents financial freedom. And that's what we're talking about here. And we're looking for volunteers who want to go diamond. And I'm sure if you're on this training here today, you're one of those people that perhaps recognize, you saw the opportunity of TalkFusion, and if you're one of these people that can see yourself as a diamond here, you're in the right place at the right time. It starts, of course, with, you know, just evaluating and, you know, ask yourself, what would you do with an extra $2,500 a week? You know, this is all about getting your mindset right here to be able to do the business. And think about this. Would you drive the same car, live in the same house, maybe take more vacations, pay off credit card bills, debt, give to your favorite charitable organization? Would you spend more time with friends and family and loved ones? What are your dreams? That's the key thing, is you have to establish what your why is. Why are you doing Talk Fusion? What do you want out of this? Most of you are part-time and work full-time jobs, and that's okay. That's great. But you have to figure out what your why is, and once you figure that out, then you need to establish your goals. Now, here's something that's a fact. Universal principle behind every properly built, profitable relationship marketing business is not whether it works for you, but can it be duplicated by everybody else? That's the secret in this industry of direct sales. Just like you ever walk into a McDonald's in America or walk into a McDonald's in Europe or Japan, doesn't matter where, they all look the same, right? It's all about duplication, and that's what we're after here, is a perfect duplicatable business model. And what we're going to be talking about here today is the 4 simple steps to success. And if you can master this, you can do very well and be highly successful here in Talk Fusion. So we'll go through these and break these down, but we're going to be talking about how to invite prospects, having them watch a live business presentation, which we do multiple times a day in many languages. Of course, follow up with a 3-way telephone call, get their questions answered, get them introduced to the system, and then of course get them plugged into the process here. And this is, we're going to break this down here. This is the key to success, or what we like to call our daily method of operation. Now let's for a moment talk about inviting, okay, because obviously this is one of the key components here, is obviously getting people to want to take a look at what we're doing, and this is step 1. So let's first start by talking or looking at who are we looking for when we're inviting people. We're looking for people that want more out of life, life of the party people. People that maybe are entrepreneurial, that want more out of life, that still have a burning desire. They don't want to be average, that still have dreams. They haven't thrown in the towel. They haven't given up on their dreams and hopes. And people who want to make extra money, whether it be a little bit or a lot. That's who we're looking for. Okay? So, with that said, what we want to do initially is we want to begin to build your top 20 prospect list. If you're brand new, in the first immediate hour, this is what everybody should be doing, and that's this. Go through and look at your cell phone contacts. Who do you know? Who's in your cell phone? Who's in your address book? You want to put together key people, your top 20 people that you love, you care about, that you're close to, that you deal with on a daily basis. And here's the key: don't prejudge, don't pre-qualify, because you never know who will be interested. And always remember that the business, that in this business, it's not who they know, or who you know, it's who they know. Okay, or in where I'm from in Wisconsin, we say every dud knows a stud. Once you've established your top 20 list, and we'll get back to that here in a second, then you want to continue on, and you want to use the memory jogger on page 6 in your Diamond Rush guide to come up with a top 200 list. Now, a lot of times people will say, well, Nancy, I don't know 200 people. Guess what? The average person knows more than 1,000 people. That's a fact. And so we all know 200 people. What we got to do is just be willing to put their name on paper and use this memory jogger to help. Who's outgoing? Who do you know that owns their own business? Where do you get your dry cleaning done? Where do you go out to eat? Who grooms your pets? Who takes care of your children? Who sold you your car? Who do you know in network marketing or direct sales? Who did your children's friends, etc. The list goes on and on. You can begin using this memory jogger to compile a list of 200 names, and then once you're building that list here, you're going to be using, and you start contacting these people, you're going to use our prospect tracking guide here on page 7. And what you want to do is keep adding new people. You should be adding 15 to 20 per week. In other words, don't feel like you got to come up with your 200 name list out of the gate. You can come up with an initial list and then keep adding to them here as time goes on here. And guess what? This is where the 3-foot rule comes into place, because we're always meeting and expanding our relationships and meeting new people, and so that's why we always want to be adding new people onto the list. So what we want to do here is to get good at inviting. Here's the secret. 90% of it is excitement. There's a saying that I once heard where they said, I'd rather have ignorance on fire versus knowledge on ice. I'm going to say it again. I'd rather have ignorance on fire versus knowledge on ice. In other words, don't feel like you have to know it all. You don't. If you're excited and you know that this is your vehicle to financial freedom, that's all that matters. And so if you can be excited and just start targeting your top 20 list, because these are the people closest to you. This is your safest list. And what you want to do is refer to page 8 here, giving you just some ideas of different things you can use to invite people. Everybody's a little different. You're going to find what's comfortable for you. But if you refer to page 8, a lot of times I'll say, hi, I'm involved with a company called Talk Fusion. Have you heard of it? Okay. They say, no, well, you know what? I see it as the next big thing here. Huge income potential. Would love to get you some, share some information with you. Do you have time? Blah, 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 blah. Here's some examples in the book. That's one of them in the book. You could say, I found the next gold mine. Would you be interested in finding out how to get everything you want in life? Okay. Or are you someone who wants more than you currently have? Are you willing to do something about it? You can go through these guys and look at them for yourself, but the key is find something that works for you that's comfortable. But here's the key: less is more. Say less to more people. What we want to do is generate curiosity and excitement, and then we move them on into the next step. Couple key things here about inviting is you can talk about the opportunity, the timing of this. We're a communications company. We're on the forefront here of a huge mega trend. Explain why it's right now, and the timing is right now to get involved. Why do we do this? Well, very simple. Human nature. People will do more for fear of loss than what they think the potential is to gain. And we do have an incredible timing window right now with Talk Fusion, guys. And as we invite people to take a closer look, there should be a real sense of urgency in your tone when you're talking to people. Also, develop a power attitude. What do I mean by that? Remember, some will, some won't. So what next? We're looking for people looking. I want you to write that one down. We are looking for people looking. That's the bottom line. And we're sifting and sorting, and we're looking for people where the timing is right. And we'll get more into that here later on, but don't take it personal. In your mind, just decide that you're going to do this, and you're sifting and sorting, and we're looking for some key people that have the same vision that we all have. A couple important things to remember on inviting. Become professional. The more you practice, the better you become. Obviously. Do not try to explain the entire opportunity. That's the #1 biggest pitfall that I've seen in this business, is that people go into way too much detail. Remember, people do what you do. We'll get into that more, but this is about duplicating ourselves. And so you want to keep it simple. Less is more. Your team does what you do. And obviously, all the top earners in this company, here's the key thing. When I personally enroll somebody and I have them put a list of 20 together, we're willing to get on the phone if need be and help them start inviting those people with them to show them how it's done. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you feel like you need that here to get a jump start here and to get your business off to a fast start. Now, talking about step 2 here. So we've talked about inviting somebody. What we're doing is we want to have them watch a live presentation. Now there's some couple key components here we're going to get into and talk about that. Is obviously the best opportunity is always the next available one, clearly. But what I don't do, let me tell you what I don't do or what we don't do, and then let me share with you what we found works. Is we don't just send them an email and give them the calendar and say, here's our 5 live English speaking webinars a week. Okay, because there's no sense of urgency with that. What we do is, like an example, at 4 o'clock Eastern is our next opportunity presentation. I'll say, how about 4 o'clock? You have 30 minutes at 4 o'clock? No? Okay, how about 7 o'clock? So I invite them to a specific webinar. Another key thing is I try to personally, or tell our team to, get onto that presentation, type in the chat so they know that you're there. Okay, that very, very critical key thing. But create that sense of urgency for people to be able to tie into that and attend the next presentation. And remember, they're designed to not only help you and your prospects, but they definitely help you earn while you learn. You'll learn more about the products, about the opportunity, how to present yourself, and also the beauty of this, and don't get into the mode of or trap of doing your own presentations. Why do that? It's all about duplication and duplicating yourself and leveraging your time by getting unlimited number of prospects to see the group's presentation at almost any time. That's the secret, guys. And so just plug people in. I mean, you can have 5, 6, 7, 8 prospects on any one given presentation. That's the beauty of what we've got our hands on here with TalkFusion. And the nice thing too, keep in mind that you're going to see as we take you through this process, pay attention, because people are thinking, I can do this. This is easy. Now, step 3. Is where we do the follow-up, and this is where the fortune is, and frankly this is where most people miss it. Most people drop the ball during follow-up. You need to follow up immediately in a timely fashion. So here's what we do. When we've got a prospect onto the webinar, when I've established they're going to be on the 4 o'clock webinar, I set up a time with them to call them back to follow up. So I set an appointment, and that's what I'd strongly advise you to start incorporating into your business. And make sure, line up somebody in your support team. We advise our team to have a minimum of 5 support people that they can call on in the group. In other words, you should have names, numbers, Skype names of at least 5 people that you can lean on for 3-way calls and conference calls to help you do follow-ups. Okay, and what you want to do here is obviously line up your support team member at that time, and then you want to set them up for success. What do I mean by that? Well, edify them. Tell this person, this is so-and-so, they've done this, this, and this, blah, 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 blah. You just build them up and edify them. Why? Because you want to put them into a position of strength to be able to help you. It's an interesting thing. A lot of people that don't incorporate this into their business, people that know you and love you, there's no respect. Rodney Dangerfield, I'm kind of quoting, but it's true. So people that they don't know, they'll tend to listen to more than you because they know you. And so as you edify the person you're going to invite in, and remember, if you're brand new, you don't have a story yet, so you're going to borrow our story until we help you get your own. And so let your support team, your upline, share their story, answer their questions. And here's the key thing. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. We want to simply plug people into the system, allow our support team to get them on the phone. We just become quiet little church mice and just allow them to paint the picture of TalkFusion. And you want to listen and learn and take notes. You got to be teachable if you want to go somewhere in this business. And soon you'll be able to do 3-way conference calls with your team and support them just the same. Now, a couple other key things. Before you introduce your upline or your support member, we call this form. It's identifying people's hot buttons. If you know information about your prospect, you want to share that with the person that's going to be helping you to answer questions and paint the big picture. So we ask questions about family. You know, do you want to spend more time with your family? Occupation. Maybe they're not making enough money. Maybe they have no job security. Maybe they're making a boatload of money, but they have no time. Okay, recreation. Would they want more free time to be able to spend with their family, friends, and loved ones? Money. You know, what's their money situation? Do they need a new house, new car? Maybe they've got kids going to college. Maybe they have a new grandbaby being born like we do today. Be able to pay off credit card debt or take more vacations. This is a key component here to find out people's why, to help them identify their why. And I want to refer back here to the tracking guide on page 7, because you're going to utilize this once you identify people's hot buttons. You're going to utilize that page here to make notes on it so that you don't forget. Now, a couple other key things. We're going to talk about timing and sense of urgency. And what I mean by that is, you know, you can view page 14 here. We're not going to go into it right now, but there's some scripts that can help you kind of get comfortable with this. But fear of loss versus potential of gain, we talked about that once before. What you want to do is create that sense of urgency for people so that they want to take action now. And so read page 14 on your own as you go through this. I think you'll find it to be very, very valuable. And the key is engage your upline partner to answer any questions. Okay, and this is where the timing and sense of urgency comes in, and learn the steps from your upline and how to go through the call. Again, some key components. Now, opportunity is all about timing. We know this. Here's some common responses. Your prospect might say, yes, I'm ready. I want to change my life. Well, time to just go sign them up, and you walk them through the sign-up process in your website. Might be yes. Yes later, I'm interested, but I still have questions. This is where we want to bring in additional support again, if need be, get their questions answered. Yes to the product, no to the opportunity, and that's okay. This is why we have a business first approach. What do I mean by that? Well, if you approach people initially on the product and they tell you no, you have no place to go with that. But if you approach them, don't prejudge, don't pre-qualify. Just let them decide where it fits for them in their life. But you simply approach them, take them through the process. They'll tell you if they just want to be a product user, and that's okay. Now, you also might hear this fourth answer, and that's no, never. You might even hear never call me back. Don't give up on those people. There are people that we contacted that the timing wasn't right. I mean, we weren't ready when this company launched here. This is a 5-year-old company, but we were ready last summer. It's all about personal timing. Don't take it personal, but the key is keep an open door policy. When somebody tells you no, what they're really saying, K-N-O-W, I don't know enough yet, and the timing isn't right in my life. Here's my suggestion to you. Keep the door open by saying, I understand completely. Do you mind if I touch bases with you in a couple months and just let you know how it's going for us? And most people are going to say yes to that. And then what you do is you just turn around and keep in touch. You use that log sheet, page 7, to kind of help you remember to follow up and on what date, etc. And you can also, by the way, ask for referrals from these people. They might not be interested, but maybe they know somebody that is. Just like I said, don't take it personal. Don't put all your hopes and dreams in one person, because some will, some won't, some will wait. So what? It's called next. And so as you plug into the system and you just follow the system, remember, we're looking for people looking. That's the beautiful thing about this system. Now, proper duplication. Don't do everything yourself. Okay? It's very, very important that you use teamwork. Because remember, people do what you do. Lead by example, and people join because of their belief in you. Okay, and brings me to the magic formula is believe you, like you, trust you. They obviously have to believe you, like you, and trust you, or they're not going to join with you. But also, if you believe in yourself and you have conviction, it's not what you say, how you feel about what you say. And if you have that conviction, people want to be with people who know where they're going and they have a direction in life. Now, let's talk about getting plugged in and the duplication process. What do we mean by that? Well, what we mean is get a new associate plugged in immediately to the support system. Get them introduced to everybody in the upline support team. System, by the way, stands for Save Yourself Stress, Time, Energy, and Money. It's right here on the screen. Save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. And remember, prospects are never more excited than when they initially sign up. So have them make that top 20 list immediately. Anyone can enroll, but success is optional. And so plug them into the system as an absolute must. And guess what? Little tip, if you follow the system, they will too, because people do what you do, not what you say. You don't believe me? Anybody have kids out there? You ever ask your kid to do something? Or you ever, look at your child and you see that they're doing something and you think to yourself, where'd you learn that? And then you think, oh, they learned it from us. So we lead by example, and the goal is obviously to help your personally sponsored go bronze in 72 hours, 2 in 72. And so if you take that top 20 list, guess what? And let's say you're just terrible odds. Let's say most everybody says no. The worst case scenario, you'll have 2 out of the 20 that'll say yes and they'll join the business, and then your person goes bronze. Why is it so important? The primary reason of a system is because it's important to ensure that walkaway residual income no longer remain essential to the process. Let's face it, I mean, we do not want people to be dependent on us for life in this business. We want them to be able to plug into a system and to be able to be independent and to be able to duplicate that process through their team and organization. Even if you retire, the system and your income will keep going. And that's what it's all about. Eventually, I think we all want to retire. And so the number one priority, make sure your organization knows and teaches the basics. Very, very critical. Also, the only true measure of an organization's strength is the number of leaders in it who are properly and following, teaching, and duplicating the system. So teach to teach. Diamond Rush Guide, I tell people flat out. I heard this from Bob Reyna. If it's not in the Diamond Rush, don't do it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's trying to incorporate some other outside system or whatever else. This works, it's proven, and guess what? We got people following the Diamond Rush Guide and making it happen. Now let's talk for a moment about the benefits of the 72-hour club. You know what? They'll earn a commission their first week. Their pay card comes. Voila. Very exciting. You have them touch money fast. They become, they'll make a major transformation from becoming motivated to becoming motivators, because now you'll achieve instant momentum, and the business is about helping people to get started and teaching them to do the same. And now they'll be able to do the same with their team and organization. You ever hear the saying, the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack? This is what we're talking about here with the system. Now, warm market. I'm just going to tell you flat out, and I know Bob Reyna agrees and my husband Andrew, top earners always work their warm market. Guys, this is where the best your best market is, because they know you already. You don't have to go to try to build a relationship with them. And so what you want to do is you want to go after your warm market, work that 200 name list. Can you do other things? Well, if you want to try to generate leads, that's fine, but key is warm market, because that's what's going to get you the quickest, fastest success. And your friends know you and they trust you already. The business is built on trust, and strangers don't trust you and they don't know you, so it's a much longer process. Now, teamwork. The success of your business absolutely depends on teamwork. You've heard the phrase, together everybody achieves more. Well, ask yourself always these two questions to kind of gauge, to make sure that you're on track. Am I working with my personally sponsored every day? Okay, am I working with their personally sponsored? And also, have I, as I'm building a team, you'll begin identifying who your key people are and who are really hungry. And the beauty of this marketing strategy is the cream rises. and that's why we love it. So you want to build a duplicatable model. So to build success, you need to follow a step-by-step system. Teach, duplicate one simple principle. There's 2 actions we repeat over and over from a fundamental structure, and that is get good at going bronze and teaching people to go bronze. Bronze, bronze maker. Bronze, bronze maker. If you do that and you get people to touch money quickly, you're going to see your business grow at a much more rapid pace than it would otherwise. 2020 vision. We've taught this for many, many years, Andrew and I. You have to ask yourself, can you see yourself reaching diamond? If you can't, you need to change that thinking right now. Put your mindset that you're going for diamond. Just put it in your mind that you're a diamond, you're just waiting for the points to catch up. You know, it's all about duplication. Like I said, bronze, bronze maker, 20 left, 20 right. To go diamond, what we teach people, how do you go diamond? With that 200 name list, let's just say out of it, only 40 people, so 20, you would put 20 on your left, 20 on your right. That's the formula for success to going diamond and beyond, is by teaching people that they need to personally enroll 20 on the left, 20 on the right. You know, here's how. Get at least one qualified prospect to watch and attend an opportunity presentation each and every day for 200 days. Okay? 1 a day, part-time. So let me ask you, I'm going to throw a challenge out to you. Can you invite and get one new prospect, just one, every day to attend a live presentation? With the ratio, and let's just say that your odds are not that great. A lot of people have better odds, but in the first 30 days, if you had 1 a day on the presentation, let's just say that 1 out of 5 join your business. You'd have 6 personally enrolled associates after 30 days. And 3 in your left, 3 in your right. So 200 prospects, as I said, 40 personally sponsored is 2020. Now, let's break this down further. It's not rocket science, guys. 1 a day. Okay, very part-time. 200 days to diamond. You can do it faster, you can do it slower. The decision's yours. How do you do it faster? Get more prospects on presentations every day. If you want to go slower, that's okay too. But so in month 1, first 30 days, let's say that you have 30 people watch a presentation. You would have 3 left, 3 right. You'd be a bronze. That's $2,500 a year if all you did was maintain bronze. Now, month 2, let's just say you continue and you duplicate. Okay, you 60 days in, you'd have 60 people total that have watched presentations since you started. You'd have 6 left and right. You'd be silver. That's an extra $5,000 a year. Would that change your life? An extra $5,000 a year. Guys, now we're getting into substantial difference here. Month 3, you go through the numbers. 90 people total. You'd have 9 left, 9 right, 18 people sponsored. You'd be gold. That's an extra $10,000 a year part-time income. Just part-time. And if you go all the way through here, you'll see by month 7, day 22, you'd have 20 left, 20 right. You'd be diamond. You're at $100,000 a year residual income just by inviting 1 new person a day. Is it easy? No. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It is simple, but guess what? So many people spend so much energy getting ready to do it. We encourage people, why not just go do it? Just put the blinders on, decide, make up your mind that you want this, and press toward the mark and just go for it, guys. And the rest will fall into place. Now, why 20? Well, here's the reality of the situation, and I'm just going to share with you from our experience, slightly different than what you see on the slide here, but it's kind of the same concept. Here's what we found over the many years we've been in this industry. If you sponsor 40 people, half of them are going to quit. I'm not being negative, I'm just telling you the reality. I'm setting you up for success. Again, don't put your hopes and dreams in 1 or 2 people, okay? Some will, some won't, some will wait, some will quit, so what? Okay, so half are going to quit. So what you're going to find is this. You sponsor 40, you're going to have 14 to 16 that'll be active and long-term. Okay, you're going to have 6 to 8 that'll be working it on a daily basis. They're going to be more aggressive and consistent. They'll be with you a long, long time. And you're going to find 2 that'll do it with or without you. Those are the numbers. I didn't make them up. They're proven. It's just all about numbers, guys. And so the key is we're looking for people looking, we're sifting and sorting, and if you make a commitment, a minimum of 1 year commitment here, this is a real business, guys. The only difference is instead of having to spend a fortune to start a traditional business like most businesses, it's very affordable, and unfortunately as a result of that, people don't treat it like a business. But if you take this serious and you treat it like a business, you'll be amazed at the things that'll begin to happen. So within 2 to 5 years, if you can sponsor 40 people, it'll be life-changing. We're talking about a 6-figure potential income here, and the only way to fail is quitting. My original sponsor in this industry told me that the only way that I'll fail is by quitting. And you know what? It's all about desire. So track your success. Use the Diamond Rush worksheet that we have in the Diamond Rush Guide. It's personally sponsored 20 left and right. That should be your goal. And there's a saying in the industry that width is for show, depth is for dough. The beauty of this marketing strategy, the cream rises. So what you want to do is dig into your team and organization, teach the 4-step system. You remember, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. You're going to have people quit. But if you get everybody plugging into the system, somebody in depth in your group will rise up. You'll begin to identify those people and begin to work with those people closely on a daily basis. And so leaders are self-appointed. And how are they identified? Those are the ones plugging into the system, the 4-step process, and you're working depth. And the key to attracting new leaders is to be one yourself, guys. And as I said, leaders are self-appointed. And so you just press toward the mark and just decide you're going to make this happen. And we talk about the magic moment. It starts with the basics. Learn about Talk Fusion. Earn while you learn. You don't have to learn it all before you dive in and get started. In fact, with this next broadcast, you'll have a couple of minutes to call a few folks. I encourage you to do that and have people on this next opportunity presentation. Prospects catch the vision and join the business. Now, new associates really understand how he or she can make their dreams come true with Talk Fusion by plugging in. How do we do that? Well, we'll get to that here in just a moment. But let me ask you something. Are you ready to make the cut? If you're serious about building Talk Fusion, you need to do the following. You need to pursue every opportunity to better yourself. You need to talk, learn, listen, and learn. Okay? 3 things that identify, are you teachable? Do you have a desire? Are you willing to work? Plug into the Talk Fusion opportunity presentations. Get your prospects plugged in. Make certain you're on the Diamond Rush trainings. Guess what? We're triple diamond with the company. We still plug into the Diamond Rush trainings. I was on less. And be active. And if you're really serious and you want to make this, take it all the way, you need to be at the Now event. It is not negotiable. I mean, absolutely, positively, we've got 3 weeks out. I realize it's a financial commitment, but guess what? To get involved with this business, to have the opportunity that we do with this, it's not a lot of money to get started here. So look at it as another way to invest in you, invest in your business, and attend the Now event. Why? Because it's not what you say, it's how you feel about what you say. You got to get that conviction and that belief right here in your heart. And that's what happened for us when we attended the Vision event. And we were new, we were looking at the company. The only thing we regretted is that we didn't have a boatload of people with us, and I can guarantee we're going to have a lot of people at this next event. And you don't want to miss out, guys, because the people that attend that event, their business will skyrocket. And so get registered immediately. It's $129 for both days, Saturday and Sunday. That also includes the price for the red carpet tours. We have one on Thursday, one on Monday. We even have a 3-star and above luncheon. So maybe you're in the business, you've been in a while. If you can go 3-star here, you can attend a special luncheon with our CEO and president and just get plugged in. Not only do we have 2 red carpet tours during Now event, but we have other special red carpet tours each and every month. So just take advantage of the system. And we are so fortunate we've got a company here that has given us the tools and the system to be able to do as well as we do. Get plugged in. We have a great tool, the Fusion Buzz. It's our magazine. You can hand it out to a prospect, somebody in your neighborhood that you know. It's a professional magazine with a DVD with the answer video. Guys, great way to introduce it to somebody. If you're just afraid to approach people, hand that to somebody you know, and then invite them to a live presentation. It's that simple to get started. And also, you know, and or a live meeting. We do have live meetings happening all over the world as well. But brand yourself. A great way to get people to ask you what you're doing is wear a Talk Fusion t-shirt, wear a Talk Fusion cap. You know, have people say, well, Talk Fusion, what's that? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. And so just get plugged in, be part of the moment here of what we've got our hands on here. And just remember, if it's not in these pages, okay, don't do it. Okay, it will not work. It will not duplicate. The number one rule of success is, you know, plugging in and teaching people a duplicatable system. And so with that said, that kind of concludes our training here, and just want to encourage everybody and tell you guys, sorry, I just, forgive me guys. I just want to encourage everybody that you can do it. Okay, all things are possible. What the mind can conceive and believe, you'll achieve. You just got to set your sights to it, press toward the mark, follow this guide, and if you do that and get plugged into the system here, guys, the rest will fall into place. It's just a matter of time. And so with that said, I want to thank everybody that got on the training here with us today. Thanks so much, guys. And hey, Ed, I know you're a diamond waiting for the points to catch up. I see lots of people out there here. Thank you so much. Next presentation, 20 minutes. Invite a couple prospects onto this presentation. Andrew and I are going to be doing this next one. So you've got an opportunity to say, hey, I just got off this great training. I'm excited. I've just found something incredible that's a huge moneymaker. Are you open? Are you open to taking a look? They say yes. Well, you're available here at 4 o'clock. Great. So invite them onto this next presentation. With that, thanks guys so much. Appreciate each and every one of you. Next Diamond Rush training is Saturday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss out. And just get plugged in, guys, and let's make